Hi everyone, and welcome to a really short voiceover lesson vlog. So I'm going to a new place for the first time, and before you skip ahead and see me actually writing, I just want to let you know I have not written in 1 year, so yeah, that's gonna be really easy to notice actually. I started writing when I was 7 or 8, but because I couldn't really afford it and I also did not really have means of transportation, I would do it in phases. Like I would have a phase where I would go weekly, and then I would stop for some reason, and then I would start again and stop, and obviously don't really progress much, but it wasn't something I could control. I just couldn't really afford it. Obviously, I'm really excited to start again. Last time I went was 1 year ago, and I had one lesson. Basically 1 year ago I was actually able to start writing more seriously, but I couldn't do it because I had really important exams, but now I'm hopefully gonna start going more frequently, and it's going great so far. I've actually improved. I've been to 3 lessons at this new place that I absolutely love, and I could actually see the progress like myself, and it felt so good, and I was so happy with myself. And I also absolutely love my trainer, so I'm so happy I found this place. But I'm gonna put on screen the videos from 1 year ago so you can see that I was actually exactly as bad as I am here 1 year ago, because 1 year ago at that point in time I had also not been to writing lessons in 1 year. So basically I stopped for 1 year, then went one time for one singular lesson, and then I had another year like no lessons, and then I'm going again. So as you can see here, the problem is the fact that I did not have strength, and I did not really have the muscles ready to be doing canter, which is why I was jumping up and down in the saddle, because in my head, like, I knew how to do it. It was just, I did not have I was not physically prepared to do it. And oh my god, it sounds like I'm blaming the trainer for making me do something that I'm not supposed to do, but I literally did canter so many times. But it's just that I have not done it in such a long time, and I did not even do go to the gym or just do exercises at home while I was not doing horse riding. I was just literally not physically prepared. Like, my legs were not able to do those sort of exercises because I was just not trained properly. So oh my god, however I say it, it sounds like I'm blaming the person who's training me, but I swear guys, I'm not doing that. When you ride really badly, you also feel it like when you're in the saddle, because it is very, very uncomfortable, and trust me, it was. But let me tell you something. If you were to see this exact video as an Instagram reel with absolutely no commentary or voiceover, and just with cutesy music in the background, the comments would probably be something like, oh my god, your seat is horrible, work on X and Y before you start riding again, run from the barn because the trainer is absolutely horrible, how could the trainer put you on a horse when you can't even ride, stuff like that. And it would never be something like, oh my god, you're doing so great, just keep on going to these lessons and try to train more often, or give tips. No, it's never gonna be people trying to help, which is so weird because we're all in this together. And how are beginners supposed to feel welcome in a community so toxic? And I know that horse riding is very toxic in general, and it's really hard to find people that actually support you. But I don't know, it's just so annoying to me that obviously the first thing I see in a video where someone is obviously doing bad riding, the first thing I see is not people giving tips, but just people saying, oh my god, your trainer is so irresponsible for letting you do that on a horse. And I just want to remind people that when you do something for the first time on a horse, it's never gonna look perfect, it's never gonna look good, but how else are you supposed to actually learn something on a horse if you are not allowed to do mistakes? I also want to mention the fact that I fell off during my first lesson, and it was because he got scared of something in the corner and he bolted. He did just a couple of strides of really fast canter / gallop, And it took me by surprise because we were just walking and he suddenly did that. So it was something totally like sittable. Like it was really easy to sit up. That's basically what I'm trying to say. But I don't know, like it just goes to show you that you should always like be aware of what's going on in your surroundings. And just because like you're cooling off, it doesn't mean that the horse can't spook or something. Because if you know, you know, horses, like they get scared of plastic bags, they get scared of the smallest things. So literally anything can spook them. And also, he bolted 2 times in my last lesson. I somehow managed to not fall off. I mean, as I said, it's like really small bolts. Like it's really easy to sit up basically. And the first time my dad scared him, and the second time it was in the exact same corner. So as I said, very scary corner. But I'm really sad that he did not get those on camera, because I'm just really curious how he managed to fall off on the first one, because as I said, it was something so easy to sit up, and I don't know how I did not manage to do it. Now, unfortunately, I have very few clips of me actually doing canter because my dad films the most boring parts. But if you've been paying close attention, you'll notice that the hardest thing for me to do is actually switch from trot to canter, because I can do the trot well, I can do the canter well, but I mean, not well, it's like, it's progressing. It's in a constant state of progression, okay? Like if you look at this specific clip, you'll see that I'm doing a lot better, but it's just filmed so badly you can't actually see my position, and I'm super bad about this. And I keep trying to tell my dad, like, you gotta film the canter. That's the most important part that I'm trying to, you know, get better at. But it's also the transition from trot to canter. Like, it's always, you know, when you're doing the trot combined with canter a few strides, and it's so uncomfortable for both me and the horse, and it's obviously really hard for him to actually like start and get the first couple of strides. And I know it is my fault, which is basically why I want to ask people to give me tips, because we literally just talked about the fact that I find it so annoying that people don't want to help, and they just like say this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. But if you say this is wrong, like tell me what's wrong and maybe I can fix it, you know? So if you have tips about like that specific thing that I just mentioned, like switching from trot to canter, please do let me know and tell them in the comments, and who knows, you might be helping someone else too. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed. I know this is super short, but I'm just like trying new things, and I mean new things as in a new type of videos, because horse riding is obviously not new to me. So as I said, just let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.